looking ahead. Very well. You made a grave mistake.
I would not like to end our acquaintance in violence, but that does not mean I won't.
All right. What now?
Soldier. What's this?
Still breathing, despite everything. Have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it. What path lies before me?
That's just a man in a costume.
How many red caps are in?
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
That's okay, with no coins and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the refugees. Just like that.
You'll be in a
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Never allow sweet things right before bed.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I do not understand why the matrons, patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees. I do not disagree, but to turn them away would be wasteful. I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it. Yes. And if they work hard enough for long enough, the city might allow them to earn their freedom one day.
Should mind my step.
Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
You'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
What in the hells was that?
Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
Nearly there now.
If I was
see
a
the
Shah
city?
and lookout, then
Up on the
this
hill.
is the sort of place I'd wait around.
It's up there. We're down here.
And any one of them could be a spy for the absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Scruffy outlanders. You'll be in a big
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Not these intruders!
I'm paid to take down trouble.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners. They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
Coddling these vagabonds, and don't give a rat's ass about...
The excess of refugees outside the city walls could easily become a surplus of laborers.
Careful, Minthara. As a drow exile, you could be classed as a refugee yourself. Not volunteering, I take it?
I am a daughter of House Bainray. I obey no authority except my own desires.
I can think of at least one wriggly stowaway who might dispute that.
Could be a spy for the absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renald there? A tiefling with short horns and purple hair?
Renald. Now there is a name I haven't heard in a while. He is no more. I'll leave the rest for you to find out. Heretic.
To debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
We only got away with what we have on.
To take down troublemakers.
Have you ever been afraid, Karlak? Truly afraid?
You know how much time I spent in the Hells, right? Of course I've been scared.
Are the gods truly this petty?
We've bombed, Chris. What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they need laborers to shore up the walls.
I'm sure the men will do it.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
Let's get going.
Here we are, Griselda.
I wish the cult had burned our farm now. At least we got the Scotty out that burning barn.
Young lady,
Making me sweat.
Can't give up now. Another step forward.
The excess of refugees outside the city walls could easily become a surplus of laborers.
Careful, Minthara. As a drow exile, you could be classed as a refugee yourself. Not volunteering, I take it?
I am a daughter of House Bainray. I obey no authority except my own desires.
I can think of at least one Wriggly stowaway who might dispute that.
refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
We've got diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us?
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renaud there? A tiefling with short horns and purple hair?
Renaud. Now there is a name I haven't heard in a while. He is no more. I'll leave the rest for you to find out. Heretic.
Return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Have you ever been afraid, Karlach? Truly afraid?
You know how much time I spent in the hells, right? Of course I've been scared. I kept on going, though. Knew there'd be better days on the other side. And here they are.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Wait, fine.
Walls for you.
You're right.
Too slow!
They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the man...
Stay back! You're in my house! The house was empty.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Jeez, my feet hurt.
What do you get out of this?
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I just told you.
6.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
See investment to get me started. Uh-huh.
When did you
What are you
realise
calling this new business?
Kick 'em all out.
You won't need to. If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
The Rivington General.
Good job, gang. That should last us the journey.
My dad said I'm not allowed.
Mark my words.
The Absolute's army on its way. Not a chance.
What's the harm in one night? Think of it. Actual pillows.
It would be most easy to sleep in. I could pawn my ring.
Situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they won't be feeling so like.
Nothing to do with this, Dad. I'm so hot.
Run or sit on my ass praying.
Please, in the name of this front page material.
That'll make a great headline. Fascinating. Outraged.
Please, my son.
Front page material. That'll make a great headline.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories. Well, all you
Fascinating.
We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need.
Another quake. What's going on? Look at
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
That might be worth a look.
Let's see what this does.
Attention! Looky! Got it.
I may not weep for my home, but I would take a mushroom over a flower any day.
I would have said I admire fungi as well. Until I met such a thing you call a myconid.
Still alive. So that's progress. Anything of use? Can't slow down.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Which of them dost thou require? I shall watch over them still until thou changest thy mind. Dost thou require anything else?
The treats your tummy can handle.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
One time,
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
In front of the other.
The next urchin that tries to pick my pocket will lose its hand. If I take its head, how will it learn from its mistakes? Even here, a child deserves a second chance. I am reminded of the Brerin, the stench streets of Menzoberranzan, where the sick and the outlawed make their homes. Despite the destitution, there is profit and opportunity to be found in such places, if one is willing to wade through the squalor. From the still, dark waters of Lake Donegarten to the black academies of Tierbresh, it is a city of wonders and terror. But it is not my home anymore. If I were to return, I would be denied all of its wonders and shown only the terror. For my people, to reject Lolth is to reject life. I am an apostate and would be executed. Though I am proud, I prefer exile to death. I am a daughter of Menzoberranzan's most ancient and powerful house, the Bainray. I lived a life of privilege and danger. My home was at the tallest point of Guel Arzol, the place of the nobles, a plateau high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface, and I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself, and I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me. Yes. My house trained me to be a soldier in Lolth's service, and my mother showed me how to survive the perils of society. She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share. Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. I expect it will live up to its legend.
Cozy bed soon enough.
You have
On my way.
everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Oh, little one. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception.
The possibilities are endless.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking.
What do you get out of this?
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some fun.
It won't. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Kick them all out.
We won't
Never
need to.
travels without his friends.
If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
Less than a bunch. Bits and bobs from Dandelon's dancing acts.
I have secured a most excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen Elixir.
Can I come on patrol with you?
Armor, blades,
Not
ladies
sure.
and gentlemen.
You mother a kill. Good job, Gary. Let the kid come. The Absolute's army on its way. Not a chance. They're damn near chomping.
What's the harm in one night? Think actual bits.
Remind them that it would be most pleasing to sleep in the woods once.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalised service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Call it professional curiosity. Now tell me, how does killing make you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push you over the edge.
So,
You're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
Oren shows herself at last. She will have been watching us since we entered the city, and she can hide in any form.
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward! Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head? I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
Be most pleasing to sleep indoors for once.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
While she lives, Oren will continue to terrorize us, and soon she will make good on her threats. She thinks we are weak, afraid, vulnerable. We need to prove her wrong. I am not on edge. I am alert, as you should be too. Oren could be anywhere, could be anyone. Her aim will be to erode our trust in one another. We cannot let that happen. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever.
When's it gonna stop? Good job, guys. Should last us the journey.
Let's move.
What do you want now? And go down to the bloody shop. I've got work to do.
Need to find a way forward.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp.
Give them a piece of your mind and pieces of your body.
There's no point arguing with the
Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Yep, that's me. Oh, all right. Yes. I just got to find a way to bother him. Without actually bothering him. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone, see? Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, yay!
Damn, it's good to be alive. I'd love to, thanks.
Want more? Want less? Wanna sell? Wanna buy? You know where I am. Bye!
Such a scary.
Trek all the way there and hear the same. No refugees. Make things worse. The whole storm here is starting. People down well. They'll get away with whatever they like.
As soon as the fighting starts, mark my words.
Inside the city on our own.
Deliver my posts. So do it.
That was before
Actually, the pigeons do the delivering. Why don't you take your complaint?
There must be something.
I said, step back!
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Please, my son. He's only a boy.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around.
Or do you have the means to support yourself? I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat. For the last time, may I add, do you have means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Not just yet. State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare. As witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes, it knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers. And the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Fascinating.
This unit is damaged.
I'm here.
This
I
unit is
won't let
damaged.
anything happen.
This unit is damaged.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch.
Swift as my feet
I know
can
you
carry
have.
me.
I don't mind it.
I cannot tell if you are more a deviant or a debutante, Shadowheart.
We're getting a real room.
I would like to test both aspects of your character when next you find yourself alone at night.
I'm not quite sure I like where this is going.
Hear me out. Ceres's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
Why does Worms Crossing have... Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation. I just want somewhere warm and safe.
It's you are safe, my love. Doesn't make any sense. I'm here.
Drow society, as the book said. It almost sounds tempting. Matriarchal power flourishing to its greatest extent.
I know you have.
It flourishes because the strong feed on the weak. Charming as you are, child, you would be nourishment for the matron's mothers.
Of course.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, you haven't even gone inside yet.
15 roses.
I'm not going inside.
Brothel.
Ceres's caress
There's a house.
also has
Decadent delight.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his...
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and...
I can't hear you. Such a rude. Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
What's up for discussion?
Everyone at Ceres's caress is a professional.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed.
Wetting your whistle. Dancing. Dinner. Drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Doesn't make any sense.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Pleasure house. Den of
Hear me.
decadent delights.
Ceres's caress also has...
we are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms. All-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a
It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does
No
this
time to
thing
rest.
with her whip where you're on all fours and...
Welcome to the caress, an oasis.
I didn't think you were able.
Everyone
I took my first lover before you were a spark in your father's eye, child.
Oh, go on.
She was a high priestess of House Vandry. Beautiful, elegant, ruthless. I adored her, and had been sharing her bed for some time when the order came that she must die. I stayed with her while the poison did its work, and whispered words of comfort as she slipped away.
I promise, you do not want to...
Oh, no.
You will when you've met the drought.
Father, give me strength.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Much better to make drinks. You're a true talent.
I'm not going inside.
No one stopped me yet. Don't waste a step.
You don't have to think about it, please. I want to. Just have such a headache. I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Oh, I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her lip.
The lip's the tongue. If your mighty Mars needs some...
I got it. Thanks.
Shures's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Better not be cursed.
Pleasure isn't just...
Nymph's grotto.
That doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
I had no less than 2 maidens and...
What were you thinking? I am not going inside.
I mean...
Teresa's caress also has roots.
devil's den.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone expresses caress is a...
Underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, devil. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that Illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you. And everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells, deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. but it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Arch-wizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart.
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolus can offer some comfort. Or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind. That doesn't make any sense. You will when you've met the drow. They're twins.
Oh, Father, give me strength. Do you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking? I am not going inside.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights?
We can get this.
Everyone.
Such a prude.
But what
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a...
Underestimate the forgotten princess closest soul.
Sharess's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner,
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state.
Even if you had it, what in the nine hells would
You will when you've met the drow.
you think of it?
The neighbours are talking out their asses.
You two have rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
What to do?
By my oath. On all fours and...
Let's get going.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't
These boots have seen everything.
Everyone in Sharess's caress is a...
In here I thought you had half a brain. How wrong I was. You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking? You were too hasty. There would have been another way. And now you've given Raphael the right to your soul. You are my business. End of story. As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his God's awful House of Hope. We need to find a way in. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
There's no time to waste.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and...
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So, a deal's been struck with Raphael, at least. He certainly drew out his sales pitch for long enough.
Shures's caress isn't just...
The crown of Karsus will be ours. The devil cannot have it. We must negate our deal with him by any means possible. I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. Aren't you tired of bowing and begging for scraps of power from your patron? I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.